2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, nice move. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon.
I'm gonna continue playing my game. Yeah.
On that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This field right at the goal line.
That was you.
Out of bounds on the
You
return.
just sent the ball there.
They'll start back around the 17.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
19 carries, 78 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot-handed on the stout.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Not a triple-A battery.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called in and called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. Be ready for the challenge, and then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. From the 38, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position.
Ooh, why the lineman? Oh my gosh.
Come
on, Zach Martin.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Looking to throw. Prescott. Intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So you like dudes with deep voices? I'll go with deep voices.
And he's caught on the sideline. He's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up
I do. Say nothing.
He's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak. And right now looking good in this one as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And some room to
Come on, Zeke. Come on, Zeke. Come on, Zeke.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the
Jersey.
65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
All right,
well,
okay.
The reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
That's what you look like, a baby said.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Oh my gosh.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Carlton Banks.
Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
They go to Elliott again.
Come on.
Get him down here to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped.
She smelled like dumpster trash.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes to winning your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little
What is
extra to them.
Carson Wentz bringing to it?
This game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for.
My name is Jed.
Best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jersey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Able to shake him off. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Once more, Gibson. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
I do.
To throw, it's Wentz.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Prescott from the gun.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
First down, Prescott.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense.
Night, bro.
Pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown.
let me look at this touchdown. Let me look at this touchdown.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word. 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Maybe not. Things happen for a reason.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Wentz now to throw.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh? This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Ooh, could have been a pick 6.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. A give to Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Elliott.
Oh, good move. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Play action now. Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. Gibson here running out of the gun. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Gibson again.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw is Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, Elliott once more. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wentz.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Here's second and a yard. They run the toss now with Gibson.
Shifts past him at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Wentz.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Wentz now on 1st down.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Again, it's Wentz.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Wentz going to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Wentz.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one.
Completes it to Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gibson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. Play action. Now Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing...
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Carson Wentz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
The 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Elliott going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz again. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Well, Prescott here to throw.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. And quickly they get to the line.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Sit that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Sit that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Better, petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a tango.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.